Hello, Mr. Danielse. Is it your first visit of Prague?
No, I have been to Prague several times, once for the TV shows Indiana Jones Chronicles, I think, long ago, but also here for pleasure, because Prague constantly surprises me with the treasures it has. So I'm very, very happy to be back.
Do you have some favorite places in Prague?
Mostly, the buildings. I am surprised how vast the older sections of the town are. But one of the main things I like is the architecture, but the other are wonderful restaurants, yes.
So do you like some our Czech specialities or beer?
People keep asking me about beer. I mostly drink white wine, so that's more difficult. But the restaurants here are very high quality.
Everybody knows you like the actor C-3PO. Yeah. So how comfortable was your costume?
Not comfortable at all. It was awful, awful, awful. And there's no point in pretending, because something that is made of fiberglass and plastic and rubber and metal, it doesn't move like cloth does, or how your skin moves, your flesh. So it is something that I had to just accept. But I didn't know how bad it was going to be. And when I found out how bad it was too late. I'd signed a contract.
Yes, I read you had feeling like a panic inside of it, like claustrophobia, or a little bit same like that.
I once, in 11 movies, had a moment of claustrophobia. And for no reason, I was crazy. Suddenly, but it taught me, and then everything was fine. They took me out and I calmed down. But it gave me an understanding of people who have maybe issues of some kind of phobia, whether it's fear of inside or outside or spiders or whatever. It taught me something.
And how you handle this problem?
Shouting, "Get me out, get me out."
You have also some scenes you are walking in the costume. It's quite hot weather. You are in the sand. I guess it was really difficult.
The sand was difficult because it was quite loose, so suddenly it would disappear. But it meant that if you fell, it was softer than the concrete studio floor, where I also fell. I fell many times in the costume, and fortunately, I didn't hurt myself too much.
And how long it takes to take on this kind of costume?
The first time in 1976, when they put it on me in the desert on Tatooine, it took 2 hours. It took half an hour to put the head on. And it was dreadful. It was a very bad experience, because everything they did hurt me. And these were nice people. These were crew who didn't want to hurt me, but ow! And yeah, it's better now.
So modern movie, modern costume. And how many people you needed to put it on you?
On the first day, I think there were 5 people, and each one pushing this way and pushing that way. Now I would maybe have 2 or 3. Certainly it takes more than 1.
I wanted to ask you, because you are in all the episodes, from the beginning until the modern, what was the main differences between to work with George Lucas and Jeffrey Abrams?
George is famously quiet and shy and kind of, I don't know, he likes to have the whole thing in his head. He finds it quite difficult, I think, to tell actors that. Whereas JJ is like full of enthusiasm and loves hearing your ideas and wants to try them out. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to the original. But it is important to remember that the whole idea was George Lucas in the beginning.
And did you make some friends on the stage, because you are together for so long?
It's always delightful to meet people like Mark Hamill or whatever at an event like Comic-Con in Prague. But, most of us live thousands of miles apart, and generally we would only meet up at a convention or a premiere, but always good to see. And, Harrison Ford, he's even older than I am. But you wouldn't think so. He's miraculous.